episode 18 of the Randomizers podcast. Me and John are back again, once again, and we have a returning guest back at the podcast. Welcome back, Jakeneutron. Hello.
Hi.
Now's the time where we all start making random noises. Just kidding. No.
You guys want to see spooky videos of Mrs. Puff? Mrs. Puff's Dark Past.
Mrs. Puff's Dark Past.
Mrs. Puff's.
I wonder what they're gonna do. I wonder if they're gonna do one of those like CSI like documentary videos on Mrs. Puff. They've been doing it for a bunch of random background characters on like their Facebook page. I wonder when they're gonna do something.
Random background characters, if anything.
What happened?
Pretty sure they would just stick to random background characters, if anything. Just due
I
to
want to know more about her.
I'm looking at the picture you sent.
Those are fucking legendary. Jake, you gotta get on your thumbnail game.
Oh my god!
You've seen that too.
I added that video to my watch later.
I'm already gonna put that on the freaking display capture.
Mrs. Puff's Dark Past, Mrs. Puff's Tragic Insanity.
Oh, there's another one. Fuck. Let me go find that.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's the same fucking thing!
I just love the sunken eyes.
Thumbnail!
Or just like the pitch black ones with like the red.
Dark Past solved! And it's the same thumbnail! What the fuck?
Mrs. Puff secretly murdered her daughter?
Oh shit.
Game theory?
Film theory?
Game theory?
Guys, fucking, it's the same.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Film Theory. Today we'll be discussing Mrs. Puff and the tragic past she has of murdering her own daughter.
Sounds like a thing that Pat would do and say.
I would watch it.
Did Mrs. Puff really have a daughter?
Did Mrs. Puff actually have a husband? Well, let's go look at the facts. The same fucking thumbnail.
I can honestly imagine him like referring to like of course the episode where they actually show Mr. Puff as a fucking lamp, and then like he's gonna refer to the SpongeBob movie where there's a puffer fish that gets brought back to life in the gift shop, and he's like, how do we know if that's really Mr. Puff?
Wait, are you saying he hasn't done that yet?
Oh, this isn't game theory. This is fucking the Theorizer. And look, the same thumbnail.
It is the same thumbnail.
Oh, I'm an idiot. This is the same video, I think. Yeah, it's the same video.
Yeah, it is.
God
damn it.
Hold on, why is there electricity around Mrs. Puff, though?
Because she's a force of nature.
I pressed the fucking arrow key. I was thinking, oh, okay, looks like it's gonna be fucking the same video. Don't even put any effort into it.
I'm wondering if this is the same guy that made those like really long videos dissecting the characters, because I really like those videos, but they were also super extra.
I mean,
it's like analyzing the evil stupidity behind Patrick's star.
Have you never seen a fucking Your Movie Sucks video? No offense, Adam. We love you.
Hey, John, why don't we just make that the topic of this episode of the podcast? Just like theories in general of anything. Cartoons, real life, anything.
Alright, so I have a theory. I think that Rose Quartz might be a tuna fish.
Hey, you know what? After all the dumb bullshit that Steven Universe has thrown our way, that would be the most likely to make the most sense.
No, I got the better theory is that Rose Quartz actually is a pork chop. It don't make sense. Think about the first episode. If your pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. Rose Quartz isn't perfect. She's a fucking pork chop.
All right, if anyone's good at Photoshop, can you please make us like a spider pig with Rose Quartz's like fucking dress and her stupid wig? That'd be great.
No, or better yet, just like get like the JPEG of a Minecraft pork chop and just put Rose's hair on it. I can.
All right, I got it.
For some reason,
That's just a theory.
For some reason, I can honestly it just popped in my head. Just imagine her like as like a secret thing. For just like one brief moment, she tells Greg like, "You haven't seen my true form," and it's not Pink Diamond. It's just she just turns into a fucking pork chop.
Greg, I have something to tell you. I am actually a pork chop. Babe, you look delicious.
Wow, babe, you look delicious. I'm gonna eat that pig pussy.
Oh god.
Steven, let me tell you something. Every single time I eat a pork chop, I think about your mom's.
Work hard every time I eat hot dogs.
That sounds a little backwards. If it's a pork chop, it looks more like a penis. Did Mom have a penis?
Sometimes she did. It was weird.
I know not of male genitalia.
Let me tell you a story about pegging.
Oh god.
Oh, Greg, it looks just like that thing from the hot dog stand. What are they called? Hot dogs.
Oh god.
Game theory. Did Greg like getting pegged in the ass?
Oh god.
Show is targeted towards the LGBTQ community, and there are men out there that like taking it up the ass, but they claim that it's not gay. So, theorizing this theory, we have to look into his asshole.
Wouldn't most of the audience be lesbians?
Hey, the gay guys need to get some love too.
Right? Freaking. I mean, hey, freaking. This wouldn't be the first time MatPat did something like this. I would always remember that he just did a video just on Luigi's penis.
I remember.
Yeah, there goes the nightmares. Thanks a lot for that. Sure.
Just because he wanted
I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't even know that Luigi was packing.
I know. It's
Yeah,
like, let the man just play tennis for Christ's sake.
No, I need to know if Luigi's cock is good or bad.
Daisy found the video important.
Hi.
Hi, Daisy.
Gotta love me.
I love Daisy. I love her more than Peach. Fuck Peach.
A lot of people agree with you.
See, I just saw a bunch of snapshots of like out of context pictures of Peach holding a sword, and I love them. I'm sorry.
Do you want to share these pictures with the class?
These pictures.
Oh.
Boy?
See if I can find them. They're like deep in my like photo gallery.
Oh, Jake, I don't know if you've been catching up with our podcast or not, but we get to do these things called fake ads, and they're either offensive, retarded, or retardedly offensive.
Or just weird.
We have these this new product called Gem Dildos.
Oh.
Gem dildos?
Imagine how painful that would be.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
All right.
I don't think a pearl one would
I
be
was
that
seeing our
painful.
pictures of Amy Rose, but I'm looking for Peach. I found her. I literally found her.
You found it?
Name, she just appears. I'll see sometimes.
Wait.
Oh, I think I already.
Wait.
I wrote Discord.
Oh my god.
It doesn't look like me holding that. Holy shit.
There's multiple of these that I want to send, but it's gonna be. I have to keep like digging through my photo. Oh wait, actually they aren't even that far up.
Wait, can I move it up?
Pretty fucking
There
lit.
we go, we can move it up.
Fucking, oh my god! Look at this picture. It's over.
What the heck? Oh my god!
A worm?
I have a
A
theory.
worm?
For all of you JoJo
guys,
fans, it looks like she's controlling Harvest.
Hate both of you. Hey, you guys have a theory.
What?
You know
Oh, yeah.
how Joe Swanson always calls Peter.
Alright.
Yeah.
Peter. I mean, instead of Joe being a man, he's actually a million bees in a man suit.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Like it's just Joe Swanson's
My
like,
whole world, my whole worldview has been challenged.
Peter, I haven't been truthfully. He takes off his suit and he's just a million bees, and then he just kills Peter, and then Family Guy ends.
This is like the same equivalent as like, I'm not a man, I'm a woman.
But then I have a question: why did he hold himself down by like being in a wheelchair?
Because the bees don't know how to move legs yet.
Bees can fucking fly.
Yeah.
It'll rip the suit. The suit will rip off, and it'll look weird. Think logically, Jake.
They let gravity take control.
So, yeah. Today I wanted to talk about Jake's music and how I've been listening to fucking LOS's fucking song on repeat for the past fucking week.
No.
It's LOS.
At one point when I first heard it. Yeah, our friend Jake, if you don't know, isn't only an animator boy, but he's also a musician and is currently making some new music as of right now. Here's a sample. Pretty good. It's just a second. You don't even play the fucking full thing. You just play a second of his song, and then you just go right back to the fucking.
God, I wish I could play a violin.
Just like a split second. And like, did you guys like that?
Here's a snippet of my new song. And that's all you're gonna.
Yeah,
that's all you're gonna get.
And then
wait. Play a bit of the Lifelight one, and it's just the crunch sound effect.
But yeah, State Farm. What's the process like with making music? Explain.
See,
we just
here's something special about me. I don't know how to break things into steps so easily. So I have no idea how to describe. Do you mean remixes or songs in general?
Well, we mean like anything that you make, remix music, content like that.
I guess they do the chords first.
Brilliant, mastermind.
So the only thing I can think of, like when it comes to remixes, I'll either try and find a MIDI of the song, or I'll get an acapella and guess all the chords and bass notes by ear.
It's pretty epic. I'm not going to lie. For a video that I'm working on with you, you literally did a lot of work that you didn't need to, and I appreciate it. He's a very talented guy. He literally made, like, for the video that I'm working on with him, music, made his own sound bites and everything that I could mix into it. Though it made it a little bit confusing at first. Talking to him and doing the other stuff helped out a lot. But I'm not going to say anything about the, unless Jake doesn't want me to, I'm not going to say anything about the project itself. He can make very good music. When it comes to making videos and making a show or whatever, I would legitimately suggest having Jake if you want to have an original soundtrack for your stuff.
Yeah.
So
that reminds me of a very interesting story where someone approached me to work on music for their indie game, and I was like, yeah, sure. They like gave me the pitch for the game. I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty great, and they were willing to pay. At least they said they were.
Oh no!
Here we go.
And like, the deal at that moment was like, in total, it was going to be $800. It was $100 per track, and I wasn't gonna have them pay all at once. I was gonna have them pay as I worked. So the first song, the starting fee for that would just be like $50, and then they paid me the other $50 after I finished that song.
So kind of like
for a whole. What?
Kind of like how whenever I do a commission for somebody, I usually have like a price range from $50 per video to like $75, and I did the $50 for the videos I have with you right now.
Mm-hmm. For this, and I basically structure it like I usually do commissions. That I don't start working at all until there's a starting fee. So for a solid month, he kept saying, "All right, I'll send the starting fee tomorrow or something." but like then he'd like go dead radio silent, and then he'd give an excuse like, "Oh, there was some drama with the crew or something like that." And then at the start of this month, he like this is like the last message he had sent to me was, "All right, I hope you're gonna be up because once I get home, get off of this train, I'm gonna send you the money." The next message, the very next message he sends to me, which is a day after, is, "Hey, we've finished interviewing composers for the game, and we're sorry to inform you that we're going in a different direction." And I just kind of sat there.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Interviewing other composers? Like you
Exactly.
were the fuck? Oh no! I didn't know this.
That's dick.
Really?
I was like confused. I was like, "The fuck you mean interview? You have been telling me for a solid month that you were gonna choose me." And like, then the person responds with, I forgot what they said specifically, but it was basically that they weren't. I think one of the deciding factors was they weren't comfortable with having me make music for their game if they didn't have all the rights to the music afterwards, which had me kind of like, okay, first of all, you're only paying me $800, which is very, very low in like the genre, like that whole entire thing about making music for games. So I struck like a compromise. I was like, all right, I'll make this music for your game, and you can use it in all your games and all your ads or whatever without a license. But I'm the one who owns the rights to sell the music. That was the deal.
Just still don't understand how they can just be dicks like that and not fucking pay you when you're working on the fuck. At least pay you for the song you did.
I mean, I didn't do any songs yet because I don't start music until I get paid. So for just a solid month, I'm being told, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you so you can start." And like I did sort of do some stuff because like I was like trying because I was really excited to do it, but I never showed them because I was like, "All right, I haven't been paid yet, and I don't think that they're going to try and do something like this, but I'm not gonna let them." So it just kept going on, and then just kind of turning around saying that they've been interviewing people apparently. When they had directly told me that they were going to work with me, I was just,
What?
nah.
What the hell? It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna use you as the composer. Yeah, sure. And this freaking month later, yeah. Turns out, there are others. It just sounds like a weird ass relationship problem. It's like,
Really?
What do you mean others?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, okay, if he told me that, hey, we're still deciding on it, because like he already said that he talked it over with his like crew, like the first week of it, and they said that they were good with me, and I was kind of looking forward to having that money and also having that work. I wanted to be able to be working on stuff. I needed money to save up for something later in the year. So
I can see like how it goes. Like, you wanted to work on this thing to add to your resume. You can be like, hey, I worked on a video game, did this, or did that. That would have made things a whole lot easier than to fuck you over and interview other people behind your back, which was a very shitty thing. Working with somebody, there should always be some sort of communication.
And trust.
You can't fucking, trust and communication. I tell, whenever I fuck up with a client saying, oh, I can't do this because of this, or I can't have this finished on time because of that, the communication will always be very mixed and very weird. And though sometimes you will fuck up, you have to tell your boss, hey, sorry, I fucked up. I will do, can I do something else? Or I could do it better, or just hire somebody else. I have had this situation.
You shouldn't promise to hire or promise someone money if you aren't going to follow through with it. Or like, even if you aren't going to be able to follow through for it, be honest about it. This person, deadass, just kind of like strung me on for a month and then told me something that I had no knowledge.
That's not great. Let's not say the name of this guy or these people to save us.
I don't feel like they're like, I don't even know what their username would be.
My name is Jeff.
I mean, like, from what I remember, I hope that their game does like get finished because it looks kind of fun. But like,
that's how. Like, I don't know. When it comes to me, I'm very bitter about something, and someone kind of either screws me over or doesn't pick me. I low key think, oh, fucking bombs, because I'm an evil person.
the only like this is the only other situation something like this happened. Well, except this time it was these people who came to me. I think it was like a year or two ago. I had made an animatic relating to the Sonic Mega Drive comic, and these people came up to me. They're like, "Hey, we'd like to help you animate it." And it was like the first time I'd been like in contact with anyone like that. So I was like, "Oh, okay, that sounds cool." There were a ton of red flags, including the fact that whenever they talked to me about getting the thing made, they talked to me as if I knew nothing about animation.
What the fuck?
Like they were talking down to me, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And then they were like animating the one part of it where like Sonic does a flip and then runs off. And like the previews he was showing me, he didn't show them to me like in a form that I could see in motion. I could only see like screen caps of each frame. So I thought it looked okay to me. It looked fine. Because like it wasn't exactly the art style that I wanted it to be, but I was like, it's getting done. And then when they sent me the full colored shaded thing, and I watched it, I couldn't believe how there's so many errors in this shot. It was, first of all,
Oh god.
the character's supposed to be doing a flip. In their version, the character doesn't do a flip; they run in a circle.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Two, there were 3 frames where Sonic's hand was just backwards. And I was like, "Hey, yo, I'm sorry to say this, but like, the version of the shot you sent has a bunch of animation errors in it." And then he like got mad.
oh no.
Oh no.
And then I eventually got Kitten involved on helping with the project. Because like I was like already like I mentioned to her, like this person seems a bit weird. Can you help me if like he starts getting wild or something? And she was like, "Yeah, sure." And we're like trying to discuss the best way to go about making this video because I didn't know what style I wanted to be in, and they were trying to take it into a different direction. Like like at this point I basically had no input in like talking to any of the animators or anything about what I wanted this to look like. This guy was trying to be like a mediator, and it didn't make sense. And
To think that Kitten is like your fucking bodyguard. I would like to see Kitten with fucking boxing gloves ready to fucking punch somebody. Like,
with just like huge ass
Kitten-
muscles, just like the fuck you doing to my friend?
Kitten's loyal to the end, like dead ass. Whenever anyone online tries to come after me, she bites back even harder. It's almost kind of terrifying.
If you want to be in the podcast, Kitten, just holler at us. And we'll
Yeah.
let you.
And for some reason though too, I was like thinking in my head like that is extremely dick of them to even like treat you like you didn't know shit. Like I really hope that like, and tell me if they like did the kind of like looking down on you where it's like, see this is called cross hatching. Bitch, I know what this is.
I'm pretty sure I think he actually did. I was talking like he started talking to me about timing and like timing charts, and I was just kind of sitting there like I usually just kind of guess that stuff. I go until it looks good.
And imagine they're just like, how dare you?
But like, okay, like to fast track to the ending of this, where me and Kitten are trying to figure out a way to like manage it so that we're not sucking so much time out of them, because apparently like what the guy's saying is that we can't fix those errors, or we can't keep going back to fix those errors because they're basically collabing with us for free. They want for them to sustain themselves, they're going to eventually have to like start getting actual monetary work. I'm like, all right, I understand that. So I was trying to figure out a way to minimize what they do, and I was like, all right, what if you guys just animate the scenes at the end that look like they would actually be in the show, or in the quote-unquote fictional show? Because the style that they were going for, they were animating in like TV Paint or something, so it looked like it was drawn in Photoshop. But the style that I wanted to go for was more lineless and looked like the official Sonic Mania art. So it was like, all right, I'll just animate the other stuff in Flash, and then you guys can animate that. So you are still helping, you will still get exposure, but you won't have to do as much. And you guys could be in charge of that. And the guy got so mad, and then like he was like, "Oh, you're changing all this stuff on the whim," and like that's just kind of how the creative process works. Sometimes things get scrapped for better ideas, and like then he started like calling us out on our age. He's like, "You guys are children, aren't you?"
What the fuck?
Oh my
And
god!
like, and he's just like throwing insults, and we're just kind of like sitting there, like, "Yo, all right, what the hell's going on?" And then he kicked us both from the group chat on Skype, and blocked us, and then unblocked us.
Fucking
Oh
what?
god, no.
What?
So I was like, all right, you know, I'm gonna release the animatic.
Yeah, oh my god, that, and it's not the first time that I've ever like heard, like when that's like the go-to thing for some reason for a lot of people whenever like something happens along that. It's just like, oh, what are you doing, kid? Like, okay.
Like I've been part of like so many projects that like something like that sort of happens, and I think once I was probably like at the end of it, but it was more because I was misunderstanding what someone was doing in regards to someone else. It was just like that was back from my MLP days, though.
Lord. Yes.
But I've never like started calling someone names or like lied to them and then just kind of booted them randomly. I don't understand what that's about. And all these people were like usually adults, so I'm even more confused.
Oh yeah, no, I have no fucking clue. It's because
People are
they treat it
weird
like
like that.
some people like to treat this shit like a business, but in reality, like for certain content, it's like this is a video for fucking YouTube. We need to treat, and this is a free thing. You can't expect quality over quantity. If it was something that you're paying me to do, I'm fucking up, and you think that I'm fucking up, talk to me. Don't treat me like a stupid child.
Mm-hmm.
The editors, animators, voice actors with respect. And I will admit, at times there have been times I fuck up, and I'm just like, I don't know if I should tell them because work is a bitch. I over exaggerate myself, get myself into more projects than I should, and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. And I'm almost always terrified to talk to clients sometimes when it comes to certain video stuff, because there have been times where I want to do this now and this for this other guy, but I can't because I have to do this and that. Separated, and you need to talk to them. You have to do it in a respectful manner. And if you are going to fire them, or if you are going to be doing this and saying you're wasting time, you have to do it in a respectful manner. Them and yell at them and talk shit about them from time to and think that they're gonna read your fucking mind.
The brain.
It was like the funniest part. Oh, were you still talking?
No, I was gonna say
I'm done.
I was saying the brain truly is a mystery with some people.
No, honestly, like
Silver, you've had. Oh, sorry for interrupting you, Jake.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say like the funniest part about that one specific Sonic situation is that whenever I did try to do something mature, which is basically just compromise, when I tried to compromise, he'd get upset. It seemed like they only got upset when I didn't go with what they wanted. Even though, okay, so these people offer to animate your thing. You are supposed to have a voice in that. And I wasn't even like saying, I wasn't being unflinching. I was like, hey, I don't want it to look like this, but maybe we could find a part of the video that does work with your guys' style and would be easier for you guys to do. And the guy was like, what? So I'm just supposed to scrap all the work we've done? You want me to go over to my team and tell them that everything that they've been animating is just for naught? And I'm like, that fucking happens.
And like it's sounding like they just wanted it for it to be them about themselves. Like
I'm pretty sure, well, because like I could tell what they were looking for was they saw my subscriber count, they saw how many views the previews were getting, and they thought, oh, well, this will be a great way to break in to stuff because if the video was finished animating, if it did get finished animated, I don't even know what my grammar's doing right now. But if it did get finished, it probably would have got a lot of. And I think that's what they were thinking. But like, I'm not a tool. I like to collab, but I'm not like a venue. And the person's like, did I say you want me to tell them that the work's all for naught? And I'm like, okay, if we didn't, what I was suggesting meant that they had to do less work than they would have if they continued doing what they were doing. So I know the guys probably, it's kind of discouraging to have like the work that you were doing. Oh well, it's getting scrapped. In better news, the product you were working on that was probably going to get fucking scrapped anyways, you stopped early and you're going to work on something that would actually work. And it's a smaller workload too. What they were working on beforehand was the majority of the video.
Man.
What now? You see, here's something that I wanted to ask. Did the other animators have a problem?
I have no idea. The only person that we were talking to was him. We had no contact to any of the animators that he was on his team. Like, part of me was starting to think that maybe they didn't even fucking exist.
Oh god, and it's making me also think it's like they're just basically mooching off of you, and it's like, oh, we don't care what the final product is, just send them and we'll make bank.
Yeah, like I don't want to assume that, but I don't have to assume that. It was basically what he was saying.
Yeah.
On a happier note, guys. Look, it's the eagle, the flying eagle that gives us the sponsors. Sponsor time, everybody. Here we go. I'm opening the letter now.
Pretty.
The sponsor is. We don't have any fake sponsors today. Eat a dick. All right, Eagle.
Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is the
Oh, I wish. God damn.
No, I'm gonna say this right now. Jake had a sponsorship recently with Skillshare, and being a good boy, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, haven't used it yet. I'm not gonna do it yet. After today, I will, because I want to support my boy Jake, because Skillshare legitimately has a big plethora of classes and stuff that you can watch on Sony Vegas, Adobe Premiere.
He's dead after the promotion.
I'll support my boy Jake, and he only has 3 subscribers. He needs animation money. He needs animation money to go to. He needs YouTube money to go to Cool Leg. All the Teddies.
So remember,
I want to be up there with the big boys.
So remember, folks. Remember, folks. Skillshare, not because of us, but because Jake is a good boy. So do it for him.
I think I actually still have the sponsorship with them. I don't know. They never said when it ends.
Huh.
All right, then we'll fuck it. We'll put it down in the description below, and then just put it there. Just let us know when it ends, and then we won't scrap. Then we'll scrap it, and then we'll not give it money.
John.
Y'all out here being too nice to me.
We love you, Jake.
I mean, on actually talking about Skillshare, I have the app, and like when I was like on vacation going to Georgia, I like watched some of Draw with Jazz's videos. And I was going to start watching this one on how to draw hands better, but I haven't touched the app in a while. And like, okay, there's this one thing that I really want to be like on Skillshare for me to look at, but I can't really. Whenever I try to search it up, it's not there. Which is just 3D modeling or 3D rigging. They don't have much on 3D animation for some reason. Or maybe I'm wrong and I'm just putting in the wrong search terms. But every time I try to look up modeling in Blender or Maya or something, like nothing would show up.
That does sound kind of poopy, especially since the video that I am working on with you right now, I'm very confused with a lot of the things you say, because I myself am not an animator, yet I like to talk about cartoons. Like, I know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I don't know what I'm talking about here.
You like UV
mapping. I was like, what I did for the things that you referenced. You talked about UV mapping, and I was literally looking for like I think a map at one point, and just put UV on it. I think I was looking for a map. Let me go back to this video real quick.
Look like a.
Oh wait, hold on. For the reference images, I just put a picture of hello, your cute little ball who made a song about how. Yeah. I just made the references with her, put the pieces there. Mapping here we go. I talked about. Let me see. What did I use for UV mapping? I know I used like some sort of. Oh yeah, I just found a fucking monstrosity of a woman that's with like that has 1s and 2s and 3s all over her body in different colors. I'm gonna send you the picture actually, Jake.
Oh Lord,
was it something like the boss from Smash Brawl?
Let me see if I can find this shit. Because that was the one picture I used.
I'm about to prepare my anus.
You shouldn't do that, Silver.
I'm pretty sure they have videos about self-esteem on Skillshare. Like, that just hit me. I'm not a 3D animator. I'm not an animator in general. I like to talk about cartoons. But Jake here, I think he's developed a lot. Artist, but as a person in general,
cartoons is what makes the world go round.
Jake here knows exactly what he's doing with that. So, Silver, you ventured in music once upon a time, correct?
And I sucked at it.
Me.
No, no, you're way better. You're way better, Jake. Don't say that.
Well, I just got a head start. That's all.
I'm waiting for that EP. LOS. I hope I pronounced her name right. God damn it.
Pronounced what?
You're fucking OC, the one that made the Reboot Me Some Time song.
Oh, Ellie.
Oh yes, that's fucking. Yeah. I think she's very. What's her design based off of?
All right. Okay. So it's a mixture of a lot of things. She's a mixture of Beemo from Adventure Time, that one robot from Hello World, and Vivi from Mystery Skulls.
Dang.
Those are all the inspirations.
Okay, since you've made a very popular OC, likes, how long will it take until there's porn made of her?
Oh God.
Well, one of my friends said they were going to release like one immediately when the music video was made, but they never did it. So, I didn't want them to either.
Oh, okay, then so you're safe for another day.
Your precious the other characters first.
My precious baby is safe for another day. Do not loot. # do not loot.
She's safe from all the porn hands.
Don't loot the operating system. She's disconnected from the internet specifically, so she doesn't experience any of that.
Story. That'd be fucking great. So what's the process of and then putting it on places like SoundCloud and Bandcamp and stuff like that?
Okay, so actually, there's been a recent development in me learning how to actually get things released. But so with most remixes and such, I really only have enough authority to just upload them online and hope that like none of the companies that actually own the songs for some reason wants it taken down. Usually they don't because they don't care and it's good publicity for them. But like I can't sell remixes. Like this is not how those things work. But apparently you can sell covers and original. Well, obviously you can sell original songs. I haven't sold a cover or anything before, mainly because I didn't know how you get licenses. But through finding out how to actually put original songs like Reboot Me on iTunes and such, I discovered that stuff like DistroKit and I think TuneCore have license programs. where if you upload a song and you say that, hey, I didn't write the original version of the song, this is a cover, they'll apply for a license. And if the license is approved, then your song gets put on iTunes and all that such as a cover.
Question: if you were to say, let's say I want to start making my own original music, what would be the best studio for me to get started with, and where can I progress from there?
I don't know. I guess it would depend. I started with Mixcraft just because like its interface was super super friendly. Its instruments starting out are really terrible, so you're gonna have to like get plugins and look at tutorials to like get good sounds out of it. But it functions. It works.
Never understood how to download plugins and put plugins in certain things like Sony Vegas. I'm always fucking lost. I don't know how to download plugins and use them.
Some plugins like are literally exes and they install automatically, and some you're gonna have to like drag the file into like the program folder.
It's always like a roller coaster. It's just it could have its ups and downs. You can either get it really easily, or it's gonna be extremely complex to download.
Exactly. I think do you guys know what Red Giant Universe is?
I'm not familiar with it.
Okay,
Sure.
so it's apparently I think it's industry standard. It's a effects plugin for like After Effects or Sony Vegas and such. And it's like you ever see those videos that those VHS effects?
Oh yeah.
They're usually using Red Giant Universe. And how Red Giant used to work is like it used to work like any plugin. You'd buy it, download it, and then you put it into your plugins folder and such. And it also used to be compatible with the program I use, which is Movie Studio. But ever since I finally decided to actually purchase it legally, I found out that one, now they only do it via like you have to have like a program on your computer called Red Giant Link, which basically auto installs all the plugins to whatever program it finds compatible, and you have really no way of editing that at all. And it constantly has to like check the internet, I'm pretty sure, to make sure that you have like a valid copy of it. And it's very annoying because like for a long while I'm trying to figure out how come my plugins aren't showing up in Movie Studio, and they have no news section or anything. So I had to find out through forums that they just stopped working with my program because they didn't really announce it anywhere, and they still have on their website talking about it working with my program. So I'm just confused. And the last time they spoke about it was 2015.
Dang. And like it's weird. Like I know what the name is because I actually have heard of that. I had a friend tell me about that, and I was also trying to look on another version of that. Like another plugin like that my friend told me about. That like if you guys ever seen those some forms of edits where the motions of the edits are a little bit more fluent and not like so choppy like how normal Sony Vegas or stuff like that can normally be.
You're talking about when like they do slow-mo stuff?
Like stuff like that, or like whenever something is just like moving around on the screen that was moved on like any of those editing softwares.
I think I know what that program is called, and I also own it. Well, it's not a plugin. It's called Twixtor, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
And I have it on my computer finally again. I was going to buy it, and then I saw the price, and I was like, okay, not worth it.
Remember, you bought everything you have. You bought it.
I buy most of what I have as long as they're like reasonably priced. I'm pretty sure when I saw the Twixtor thing, I was like, all right, Twixtor, you are powerful, but you are not that powerful. In fact, Twixtor's a fucking broken mess, so I don't know why they're charging so much for it.
You see a lawyer from Twixtor just waiting for Jake to say some really dumb shit about Twixtor. He's like, I'm gonna sue you.
I'm gonna sue you for defamation. Sorry that your program fucking sucks most of the time.
It's like we're gonna sue you for everything you got, and then like meanwhile when they go back to their offices, it's like, hey boss, someone else is complaining that they're having errors and issues on the program. Bam! Slap another $100 on that bitch.
They're only alienating people more.
If they were to sue Jake right he had, they would say it's fucking only a laptop and one of his fucking drawing tablets, and they would take the really good one. And they're like, oh no, I need that.
Stop adding me.
Stop adding me. Don't at me, bro.
That's how it is with me. Everything I edit, I only use one laptop that's always dying, and it literally takes it. I'm fucked. That's it. It's over.
Me. I'm pretty. When I got my laptop specifically because it has like a touch screen, so I could actually draw onto it. But I'm pretty sure that it is a downgrade from my older one because 3D games used to work on that laptop. 3D games do not work on this laptop. If you try and open Minecraft, it has a fucking connection.
Oh god, I remember having an experience like that back when I was like still like semi young and I was trying to find a good computer. I happened to get one on Black Friday and it worked good, but I think it like after a couple of years or so it started to like not do so well. And then like we just see this one that was being advertised in an infomercial, and the way they advertised it was like, oh, like look how well this game runs, and like it even has a touch screen and everything, and like look at how good this racing game looks and this game, and I'm like, okay, like I wouldn't mind getting that. And when I get it, I look at the like all the contents of what is inside. It came with like a freaking Intel like Pentium processor, which is like only good for just like doing a lot of like work stuff. It did not like handle games whatsoever.
Well, I remember deadass asked in person, "Is this gonna be good for me animating?" And they're like if they're both 2D or 3D animating. I'd be like, you're probably gonna want to get the one that has a bit more RAM and a more powerful processor. So get this one. So we go for the more expensive one. I use it for a week and it's pretty cool. And then on the second week, I realized that 3D in Photoshop doesn't work.
Oh no.
Anytime I try to use any 3D option in Photoshop, the app would just close. So that was fun. Actually, you know what's weird about my laptop? They're like for a solid month, a lot of those 3D options and such didn't work on the laptop, but they suddenly started working.
Huh.
Actually, no. Okay, the HDMI port doesn't even work.
What the fuck?
Like, it says it doesn't have the proper drivers for it. I'm like, how the fuck do I get a new laptop that has drivers so outdated that the HDMI port that it has can't even function?
You can't, Jakey boy. You're just fucked.
And it's just like the people who you're asking about it with the computers. It's like, okay, so I see all the ports and stuff. Do they work well? And also, I was going to ask, will this handle 2D and 3D modeling? The only thing that they answer with, yes.
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 Sure.
Yes to, it's like yes to what? The first thing, or like the dual question that I just asked about the modeling? Yes.
Yes. What does YES spell? Yes. What does EYES spell? Yes.
Yes.
Is your name Jeff? Yes.
Yes.
Is there anything that you could say besides yes? Yes?
Yeah.
It's a long one.
And but like I didn't discover any of these until it was after the 30-day return thing. So we just kept sitting here with like this computer that's slightly subpar, hoping to like someday have the money to get actual upgrade.
That sucks.
At least After Effects work.
Yeah. There's at least the upsides.
Sides. To understand what's going on, please let us know, because we're not animators except for Jake. So we'll have to use Google Translation so I could understand any of what he had just stated in this podcast.
All right, so tweening.
Oh no, we're talking about fucking tweeting. God damn it!
Oh, what the fuck?
You cut out, so I can't exactly tell what you said, but I heard "God damn it" loudly.
I think he said, "God damn it," not tweeting.
Not tweeting.
Tweeting?
The one thing I know how to do artistically is video editing, and I think it's safe to say that hopefully this year I can make it my full-time job, or at least a job to where I can have a full amount of money and spend less time going to the labor pool, because as of right now I have a good site that I'm going to day after day, week after week, so I am being able to pay my bills.
And you have such bad experiences with the labor pool. Like, goddamn, just like sitting on some dude's random shit, like in the stalls, getting yelled at by a couple of dudes. Like, what the hell?
Can we talk about the point that I was almost, I was threatened with a knife at one of my fucking coworkers?
Jesus Christ! What?
Did you tell that like on one of the episodes before?
I was telling this one guy who was driving the wrong way that he was driving the wrong way, and like if you've been to the hood, like I have been multiple times working at the labor pool, they do not like being treated badly with a man with slightly lighter skin. So me being a small, slightly tan Peruvian boy, telling him, "Hey man, you're going the wrong way," in a very respectful manner, literally starts yelling at me, and I'm like, "Hey man, you gotta understand." I get a little bit aggressive, I will admit. I was like, "Hey man, listen, the fucking place is right there," and literally takes out a fucking knife from goddamn
Fuck.
one of those fucking knives from Counter-Strike.
Oh my god!
Puts it on his lap. Threatens my life, saying if this cracker says anything, stab him. I'm like, oh well. You ain't gonna do shit to me because you're gonna go to fucking prison, buddy.
It's like if he says anything, stab him. Can I go to the restroom?
I was scared. I was shitting. I was metaphorically pissing myself. But but they knew that they wouldn't fucking do shit, so that's why I was trying to act as calm as I could.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. It was cool after that. We rode back. He completely forgot about what happened. I think they were high. Like no joke.
Probably.
I think that's what the problem worked. They were on Xanax or something. Because we rode back.
What the hell?
And they didn't even remember the fucking conversation.
They like make like a joke referencing them threatening to stab you, and they just kind of go, "What are you talking about?"
They have like slight Alzheimer's.
So yeah, kids, don't work at the labor pool unless you're very desperate for cash.
But everyone's desperate for cash.
That is true, and that sucks,
I'm not,
John.
Tomato. My life's been worse.
Tomato, potato, potato.
Potato.
I never go to that fucking place ever again. If you could do that, that'd be pretty sick.
That would be pretty slick.
That'd be pretty dope, if you know what I'm saying.
I think I tweeted, I talked to Jake a few times, and I said I wanted to make an EP. Help me out with it. Jake, if I ever wanted to make original content, music,
I'm doing the eye emoji, but you can't see me doing it.
We all gotta wait.
Jake Arena.
What?
Okay, there we go. Okay, it's still good. There was some cutting up there.
What I meant to say was, Jake, I told Jake that I wanted to make my own music and I wanted him to help out. Jake, with your experience, I want to do covers and shit. How should I start it, and how should I like edit them and all that?
I might be the wrong person to ask about this. I don't understand mastering.
I am also very bad, especially when it comes to my fucking videos with manga kamen. Apparently, my weakest suit is audio editing, which makes me very sad.
Like, is it like, what was the criticism that like the audio's loud, distorted?
Sometimes with me, never for Common, almost never edited his voice when he was too soft or when he was too loud. I would always just be constant, and that was kind of a problem. And I recently added music to the background, and some people said that the music was too loud at times. So, sometimes the music was too quiet, and I need to work on that.
Yeah,
especially when it like.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe there is a thing like to help out with that, just in case if you forget. I honestly forgot what it was called. I wish I I remembered, so I'll know and also
I was
give it
about to
to.
joke and say we had another sponsorship.
No, but
this video is sponsored by compressors and limiters.
But I think it was like a thing for Audacity or something that it tracks if some like you basically set a certain limit onto how high or how low the audio should be, and it'll basically adjust it. So like if someone like yells too loud, it'll actually automatically adjust it to where it's at least like a little lower. And
yeah, I think that is, it's either compressed. You could either use the compressor or a limiter. I think that's what that.
Yeah. So, I like just in case if you forget, John, let's do that.
I might have to do that. It's better than I was watching. I saw the fucking green Dragon Ball Super Lady, and I was like, ooh, yes.
Green Dragon Ball Super Lady.
Okay. There's a meme that there's a new best girl in town, and I don't know what the fuck her name is, but she's in the Broly movie, and she's really cute and hot.
I know who you're talking about. I actually know who you're talking about. I forgot her name though. I do have a friend that just told me right now. Hold on,
Jake,
actually,
you have.
I'm gonna ask him right now.
Broly?
Dragon Ball Super Broly. Oh my God, it's Broly!
It's Broly.
That's an odd name.
No, but like, did you see the Dragon Ball movie with Broly that everyone says is apparently the best Dragon Ball movie that's ever existed?
I'm curious about it.
I do want to watch it, but I want to wait and actually go to theaters and support it. All right, kids. This is the Jake and Cake Hour. Welcome. This is the first episode of the Jake and Cake Hour. We basically have hijacked DJ Silver's podcast. Jake, now
someone just emailed me about doing a cover of Reboot Me. I'm laughing.
Jake, would you like to tell us about your newest project that we're very excited to talk about?
Hey, what
you mean the Lifelike music video?
Never mind, he's back. No updates.
It wasn't. It wasn't that long.
I relate.
Doggo's okay.
Well, what? Yes, the doggos are okay. They are doing good.
Okay. So for those who don't know, me and Silver have lived together essentially back in the day when I used to live in El Paso, Texas.
Hey.
Yeah. And I would visit his dogs a lot, and I would always think that they were dying, but no, I remember they're just chihuahuas.
Why are you shaking? Are you dying?
Fucking chihuahua.
It's just like the same equivalent as like ask the subject if they are choking. Are you choking?
So anyway. Have you guys ever seen this video of this asshole putting away his Switch and then taking out like the controller and then immediately throws it in the fucking sewer?
What the fuck?
Wait, they did what?
They took out their Switch in the sewer. Cool to watch. Let's do a little live reaction video real quick, kids. I want you all to see this.
Okay. Wait, and real quick though, it's hold on. I had the name. It's that green chick's name is Cheelai, like
Cheelai.
Yeah, like CheeElai.
Wild.
I'm gonna say Chili. Her name's Chili.
Chili.
I'd
Yeah.
eat her like Chili.
She looks like fucking broccoli.
She looks like sexy white-haired broccoli.
You guys want
Okay.
some? And if we're Chili porn, find somewhere else. We're a family-friendly site.
Right. Okay. So I will put up the display. You want to have a live reaction with this?
Yeah, Jake, you want to watch this dumb bullshit real quick?
Yeah.
All right.
Screen share that.
Okay. So just tell me when we should just start watching.
Oh, you're not gonna screen share it?
Oh no, I'm not. Oh, I mean, I'm putting it on the display for the podcast. I thought we were all just gonna like. I don't know how screen share works on this.
There's a thing called screen share. There's a thing called screen share right next to the turn on camera thing, and you click it, and then it shares the screen, and you can see
next to the. Oh. Okay.
We work on Discord. It's a very special episode of the fucking podcast randomizer podcast with the randomizers.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, and then
watch the video and see pain, boys and girls.
Okay, so here we go. Three.
Hello.
Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1.
What are we getting ready for? What's happening?
Jake, check this out. Get ready for pain.
Like my mom called, so like I got kicked from the call.
This bullshit right here.
Right.
What
and
the fuck?
Dumps it.
No.
Oh, tragedy. So why did they?
Doesn't that hurt? I guess.
No. Why would you do that?
You have that money to fucking throw away, my guy?
That's. Are you how to basic?
I wish, man. If I was how to basic, the things I would do, the places I would go, the eggs I would throw at random strangers.
Oh my god.
Dude.
You know those sounds.
That...
Imagine we end the podcast on that depressing note.
No.
Fucking curse.
So
Today's video is sponsored by Broken Dreams. You have a Switch? Well, fuck you.
Do you want a Switch? Well, this guy just threw one in the fucking sewer. Go find it.
Go get it, bitch.
Use your Switch.
Don't worry. If it appears broken, just do what everyone does. Just put it in a bag of uncooked rice.
Oh my god, no.
Jesus Christ.
It'll probably work.
I want to legitimately hire either Jake or Tiffy to do like a fucking animated for one of the episodes of the podcast.
Oh,
Just
dude.
so.
Animatic.
Dude, please.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
That like I've always like had that fun dream of just like having someone animate anything that we do, just because there's so much like stuff that could be captured and animated that we've done.
So many, like I was thinking about doing like how Jake, not Jakeneutron, Jake Wyman, game runs things with the My Little Pony characters, and kind of doing that with My Hero Academia characters, where Joseph.
Oh my god, I'm trying to. Who was the person? There was a time where like, it was like constantly in like Skype chats with these like voice actors and animators from the MLP community, and one of the calls got like, I forgot who did it, but they like did a After Effects to the call.
Yeah, oh my god, it was really good. If anything, Lubcake probably knows who did it. Because that guy doesn't do anything.
Oh, John, I was gonna say, have you talked to Tithinian recently?
And yeah, he's doing really good. He's I've talked to him on Facebook and stuff.
That's good. I was gonna say we should get him, because I actually like watch his stuff and it's really good.
Wow, Jake's right here, you asshole.
I watch Jake's stuff too, you dingle.
Kinds of stuff. I watch Tindy stuff. No, we could totally that. Tindy, if you're watching, we love you. We respect you. We'd love to have you in the podcast.
It's because I tell Cake that like when he pitches me like
Again.
guests for the podcast. I'm like, I've never seen these people's like content before, but like the only people that we've had on this podcast are the people that have actually watched their stuff. So I'd actually know what to talk about.
Be it as it may, if I throw a guest your way, I would suggest, hey, watch their stuff for a second. If you like them, have it up.
Dude,
those
bars that you just did right there.
I sometimes do.
That's spit bars. He's very good at rapping.
You just rhymed 3 times.
I just realized he legitimately rhymed.
No.
What?
Over.
I'm gonna sue.
Wait,
it's pretty funny. Well, why are you gonna sue? Silver has nothing. You have sponsorships to fucking Skillshare and all this animation and fucking Silver Plaque and shit.
I'm gonna put you behind fucking bars.
Jake goes to court with Silver, and then he's just like, he spit rhymes, and I want you to spit And then Jake's like, I'm an animator, and I have over 100,000 subscribers. And this plebeian had decided to go right that way.
I honestly didn't know that I rhymed.
No, it wasn't you that rhymed, it was Cake.
Okay, Cake made it sound like that I was rhyming. I'm like, wait, what?
No!
He like rhymed 3 times. He was like, if I throw a host your way, let me just say that, hey. And I was like, hold on.
Oh my god. Holy shit, I did rhyme. I'm going to jail.
You're getting sued.
They're gonna fucking sue me.
You're the one that's getting sued, John.
I'm gonna put you behind fucking bars.
That's that related thing. All right, my new EP coming to SoundCloud.com. Mr. King Dragon Man presents Dragon from Drags to Bitches. Drags beat Dragon, kind of like a play on words.
Unaware Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes. Yo, can we get Busta Rhymes on the podcast?
Oh my god.
Can we get Busta Rhymes on the podcast? I don't know if he would even want to do that.
That's why you force him with black.
Just blackmail him. Like, oh man. I wouldn't even know what to blackmail him with.
I mean, we could say that there's someone that raps faster than him. He'd get really offended and just be on the podcast and defend himself.
It's like, oh hell no.
We heard that you were a bit of a slowpoke when it came to rapping.
Just takes the doors down. Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that?
Let me show you how to keep the dice rolling when you're doing that thing over there, homie.
Imagine just doing an entire podcast with that speed of speech.
Could you break a world record of the most words spoken in an hour-long podcast via that?
Guy who did it.
That'd be insane.
There's that one guy who legitimately talked fast, and that was his career for a long time.
Iconic. And
no one still broke his record. His record is still there.
Damn.
I stand. Is that cereal on the floor?
A train commercial, I think.
Wait, what is this?
I can't believe season 5 of Steven Universe ends tomorrow.
Oh shit! That shit didn't come out yet.
It always sucks.
No, it comes out tomorrow.
It always sucks how it's so short. How it feels that a season comes and goes. It's so weird.
The thing is, with this Steven Universe, this is the first time they've had a coherent schedule in a long time.
Sucks that it had to be a really intensive part.
Yeah, instead of a fucking bomb, it's legitimately, hey fam, so get a load of this. Apparently, we have a schedule now.
We're gonna release once every Monday for 2 months, and everyone was like, "Yay! What about after?"
Oh.
So yeah, once every 2 months, we're just gonna walks away. Out of this.
Okay, bye.
I'm a fucking Cartoon Network said fuck work.
How hard is it to be a Steven Universe fan nowadays,
How
Jake?
hard is it?
Yeah, how hard is it being especially you got people like ER and other people
Okay,
in the universe.
here's where the difficulty comes. One, the scheduling is frustrating. Two, there's fucking idiots like Lily Orchid who just spout lies and get a million views. And now there's legitimate people out here who are both not fans and are fans of Steven Universe that think Rebecca Sugar is lazy. And I'm just sitting here like, the fuck you mean? Like, one of my friends, that does like compilation meme videos of Steven Universe sent me this like Tumblr post, which I haven't touched Tumblr in 2 months, so whew.
Oh boy.
And it was literally these two people that are like, wow, how come the majority of the songs in Steven Universe are literally in the C key? And the other person responds with, that's what happens when you get what did they say? A small white person with the ukulele that has no musical training to do all the composing. And there's so much wrong with that sentence that I don't even know how to unpack it. But they started by like showing a list of songs and what key they were in. There's literally only 6 out of like 35 songs that are in the key of C.
What the fuck?
Exactly. The thing that I would think that people would get bitchy about is the one criticism I would give Steven Universe of its music is the overuse of possibly the Game Boy sounding music that's in there all the time. But even then, they would use it sparingly that aren't just that. They would use instruments.
See,
But
I guess I could like see not enjoying that palette, but that's kind of like that's their musical style.
Exactly.
I had a
Even they
question.
can switch it up.
I had a question. Jake, what is up with this picture that you just sent?
What did I say? Oh,
Daddy's what?
so I turned on my Switch and it started glitching. It kept like sending a signal. My controller kept sending a signal to move right. So whenever I was like in game or in the menu, it just kept going right. And when I went up to the social tab thing, when it scrolls over my account called Daddy, for some reason the word page doesn't load correctly. So instead it says pay symbol E.
Daddy's pay. Can we use that as a thumbnail for the fucking podcast, or would that be doxing?
Daddy. I don't.
I mean, like, no one will be able to find my account via just the name.
I know. And it's not even like looking at your profile. It's looking at your dad's. So
he's not actually his dad,
Daddy's.
Silver.
it's daddy. It's daddy's.
Sure.
It's daddy.
His dad plays the Switch. You think Jake has enough money to buy 2 Switches?
Well, no, I mean, like, you could share profiles on one Switch, you dingle.
I don't think a father would play this Nintendo Switch. I would think a father would play a manly console like the Sega Genesis.
I literally have 3 accounts on the Nintendo Switch. One's my main one. It's named Jake, and I use it for playing online or like anything that has to do with, like this very, very, very rarely, but sometimes I'll like play on live streams with subscribers that are watching. Then there's the account called Daddy, which I usually use to test out a program before I plan on recording any gameplay for it. But then I don't record any gameplay for it, so I just end up playing the whole game on that account.
Oh.
And then there's one called Nani, which is just a Japanese account, so I can like get demos of games that haven't come out yet in the US.
Oh my god. Nani?
Nani. And I only downloaded a demo for one game. It was Sonic Forces.
Oh no.
The one show.
Men.
That game
Sorry
is...
to bother. Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry.
One show that I think is really easy to find animation errors on is Ruby. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Pretty fun, especially. All right. I work with people like Manga Common and fucking Fat Man Falling, and working with them has made me enjoy Ruby less and less and less and less. Yeah, when they have good things going for them, then my bosses are like, okay, but here's this. hey, you want to look at this scene where something really dumb happens in the show? I'm just like, no. And then I see it, I'm just like, God fucking damn it.
Oh my god.
Fix that.
Okay, wait. So the season 6 premiere, they had it. They also had it like in theaters. I went to see it in theaters, but they played the last 2 episodes of season 5 before they actually played the first episode of season 6. And the last few episodes, season 5 is a fucking train wreck. So we're in the theater, we're watching these episodes, and every single time something fucking dumb happens, someone in like the theater just yells, "What the fuck do you mean you can't fight him?" And they weren't wrong. Like the last was like, but like at least when they got to the season 6 episode, it was so amazing that everyone should have.
Oh no! What my friends have told me, the ones that don't like RWBY, is that season 6 was starting out really good, and then episode 8 happened, and then everything immediately fell apart. And then apparently there was like some big promotion or whatever the fuck, they were doing a thing for them. I was like, wait, what? What's happening with Gen Lock? What? I don't know what the contrast is, because I'm not seeing anything of episode of volume 6. I'm like done with RWBY. After I'm done with the review of Fat and Falling, I'm like done with RWBY.
I've been like absolutely adoring season 6. The recent episode that just came out did something that made me fucking scream.
The quote unquote gay scene with Blake and Yang.
No. No, not that wasn't what made me scream. Something else happened that made me fucking scream. In the very, very like the episode that just came out yesterday. Like I don't even like unless like are you okay with spoilers?
I'm okay with spoilers, but for those who don't want to be spoiled from RWBY, spoilers, good. Okay, Jake.
Yeah, spoiler already.
Spoilers, yeah.
They fucking kill Adam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
But like they have both Blake and Yang fucking stab him, and I screamed. I was like, "What the fuck? Yo, what?"
It's kind of like,
and like it wasn't like an off-screen thing. Like it was like in the middle of the shot, and I was shocked because it was like this show. I wasn't expecting this show to deadass have its main characters, 2 of the main characters at once, stab a villain and kill them right there. All the other deaths they had done in the show had either been off-screen or someone like fizzled into dust.
I want to give a very unpopular opinion. I think they really fucked up Adam's character.
Oh, most definitely they did.
You just hear like a crowd of people.
Like, made him into a fucking like monster. The way that he was portrayed from volume 1 and 2, he was a mentor who didn't understand why his pupil had to leave. And in reality, if he was as bad as he was, he would have chased her and legitimately done the things he did earlier. We would have seen moments of him being abusive towards Blake, but then he fucking happens and destroys his character. He's like, oh, he's a wife beater now.
Oh, well, see, I never got that vibe from him at all, like, ever. I always thought, like, there was something weird about him. He's kind of, like, he's kind of a dick. She's reacting really terrified from him. Something's not right here. And then, like, he fucking cuts off Yang's arm, and I'm like, oh, okay, we know what kind of person he is. All right. And then, like, then they kind of stumbled in, like, 2 seasons where, like, I don't know, his character really hasn't felt that clear.
And not only that, he gradually got weaker.
Yeah,
throughout the volume. This is the guy that cut off Yang's arm, and if I'm also going to say this, Yang didn't get that much stronger. Got too arrogant and too cocky and became really weak.
Here's where I'm confused about. Okay, so season 4 and was it season 4 and season 5? Yeah, season 4 and season 5. I don't know what. I know that they were also trying to recover from Monty Oom's death, and that probably meant that they had more on their minds than just making sure the plot made sense. But like, there were like things that like happened that you just kind of like, they're like, how did this get far enough for them to start animating it? Like that scene where they both confront, where Blake confronts Adam, and he just kind of runs away. Oh, I just kind of stood there like, what was the point of him being there?
Let's also not forget the fact that Blake beats him with the worst wrestling move in all of sports entertainment, which is a fucking axe handle. You know, when you grab your fist together and fucking hit the guy, that beats him. That beats him for that episode, and he fucks off. I'm like, an axe handle, not a fucking Insugiri, not a Hurricanrana, not a fucking DDT, a super kick. Blake didn't give him with a super kick a fucking axe handle.
There's ideas. The ideas that are centered around Adam's character and his arc they're not bad. It's just that the majority of his execution has been pretty lackluster. Even though the most recent season, I kind of did enjoy it, I still feel like it was held back by most of the mistakes that happened in the past 2 seasons. That even the whole entire thing about him fighting Blake and Yang and then getting defeated and killed, cool moment, but it could have been cooler if they had if the stuff behind it, stuff leading up to it wasn't so sloppy. And I kind of can forgive them about it because I don't know, I'm not gonna harp on them for their terrible writing in the 4th and 5th season if they continue with what they're doing with the 6th season. Which, by the way, can we talk about how Ruby actually has a character now?
Oh yeah,
or at least they're starting to finally give her a character. Because she had a character, but she wasn't doing anything. This season,
she was Roman Reigns. If anyone knows anything about wrestling, she was basically Roman Reigns, where we have to like her. She's the main character. She's great. Blah blah blah. Okay, but why? And get better.
For the first season, the 2nd season, it kind of made sense that there really wasn't much to her besides what we already knew. She was good enough main character then, and then she just kind of took a backseat for 2 seasons. And this season, they're finally having her be okay, everyone shut the fuck up. We need to save the world. So we're gonna tell this bitch to back up, or I'm gonna kill her.
Can I let's say something though? For some reason, I just thought of something funny because going back to what you said, Jake, about the premiere of it and how people were just yelling at that. That just fucking reminded me of when I went to go see the first part of Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel at the theaters. I will never forget that they're midway during the premiere, I just hear this one dude's girlfriend, I guess not even trying to hide it, not even whispering. I just hear her say I don't understand any of what's going on right now.
That's pretty much Fate.
I'm glad I didn't bring anybody to the premiere because they wouldn't have known what the fuck is going on.
There's hot. All right, listen. There's hot girls, 3D fighting monsters. What more is there
Cool weapons.
Cool weapons. Occasionally they'll say some cool line, but that's very rare in this very specific.
Yeah, the dialogue is really bad in Ruby. All right.
Hot girls wielding those cool weapons.
I met Team Ruby. They're very nice people.
Oh yes, they are.
Kara is sad though. Her life is very sad from when I met her. All she's doing is Ruby, and then she's doing another thing. So once Ruby's over, she's done, and I'm just I kind of want to encourage. I kind of want to donate to her Patreon.
Do it.
Aw.
Twice.
Sorry, just adjusting myself. There we go.
But no, they were nice. But this is not being mean. We're not trying to be mean. We're just giving criticism. So the next volume could be better.
Yeah.
And the writing.
So right here, I've loved Ruby since the beginning. Even though I think I started getting into it while we were ending the 3rd season. I still like it. Though I do watch. There's one YouTuber. I think I want to look up their name so I don't butcher it. It's Unicorn of the something, and they do videos about Ruby all the time, and I'm always one of the first to view them because I really like her videos. And she's or is it he? I hope I didn't misgender them. But
Oh no.
they're always doing critiques on RWBY, and they're never like mean. They still love the show, but they're always talking about like, see, I like RWBY, but here are some of the steps that they've taken in. Actually, you know what's interesting about the RWBY criticism community? They like to do videos rewriting entire seasons of the show. I have seen multiple videos from multiple channels of them rewriting the show.
Oh, damn.
And some of the critics are pretty good. And it's just funny that like that's the only community I can think of that dead ass makes videos pitching new ways to have written the characters.
What I would do, you see, since I'm a shit poster, what I would do, Team Cardinal, and have them all be voiced by fucking Russell would be voiced by iDubbbz. Skylark would be voiced by fucking Max Mofo, and have Dub be voiced by Joji. You wouldn't have to use him. He would never speak. He would only speak at the season finale. So he can go on mute and shit. And have them like not take the plot seriously and basically have the roles of the fucking criticism community by poking fun at them and poking fun at the writing. I think that's what RWBY Chibi is for. Just poke fun at certain things that happen in RWBY.
Think so?
I like the fact that they can at least take criticism. But my boy Fat Man Falling makes great content. Makes almost 2-hour-long videos reviewing.
Was he the person that made the that multi-part series about rewriting RWBY, or am I thinking about someone else?
RWBY Sort of Abridged.
RWBY Sort of Abridged. I remember discovering that a little bit ago and loved it.
Yeah. That's the guy who I'm working with right now.
Oh, I love their videos.
His RWBY review is 2 hours long, and I'm still.
Oh my god.
Me.
To it. Hopefully. But anyway, let's get back. Getting back to Steven Universe, because we do have to end the podcast in a little bit.
Oh yeah. Steven Universe. What about Steven Universe? Besides that, there's going to be a 44-minute special tomorrow.
Well, the criticisms that I would give it is that height charts.
Height charts?
No, height charts.
Oh, height charts. Yeah. That's valid.
The biggest enemy of Steven Universe is their fucking height. I think everyone in the show is very talented, but they can make mistakes sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I think like I just want to like one of the biggest problems that Steven Universe has, and it is not really that much with the writing, because like most of the writing is pretty decent. There's only one arc in the show that I absolutely despise, which is the one when they come right back from Lars is in space or something. No, it was right after the arc, and they come back to this Connie and Steven drama, but like, because of that drama, they kind of ignore the fact that Lars is in space, and Steven literally treats it like, oh, it doesn't really matter that Lars died anyways. But for what I was saying,
really bad
the biggest issue of Steven Universe is just how much its scheduling fucks with the pacing really badly, to the point where like there's a lot of hype surrounding stuff that happens in Steven Universe, and when you leave hype lingering too long, shit happens outside of the show's control. Like one of the recent episodes is the last episode, Escapism.
Fuck that episode. Where
everyone was so viciously disappointed in that episode, and it was because it wasn't hyped properly.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so Joseph, have you been keeping up with Steven Universe at all?
No, I've just had friends just tell me about like what's been going on in the series, just because I haven't been able to like keep the like watch or like be on time, you know, for the premieres of the episodes, and I just forget.
So essentially, do you remember the watermelon pizza that Steven made like 20 years ago?
Yeah. The watermelon pizza.
It was that episode basically.
Yeah. See, like, okay, I remember watching it live and like kind of chuckling. I was like, oh, well, this isn't gonna be the whole thing. And then when the episode ended with like coming back, and like the majority of the episode was watermelon I just started chuckling. I was like, oh no. Oh no, the whole entire fandom's gonna be so mad. Because I knew they were gonna be mad. Because it only made sense that they would be mad.
Exactly.
And like the problem is the episode itself is fucking fine. Really fine. I like it. But like everything surrounding it.
Opinions that have something to do with the townies or anything, or even with Ronaldo, I don't mind those episodes. There's never been a really bad episode of Steven Universe. There's just been frustrating episodes of Steven Universe. Like the one where Ronaldo wants to be a crystal gem, and they never
hate that episode.
They never take him. They don't take him seriously, and it's like, okay, I understand you don't want to take him seriously, but at least do something with it. Waste our time.
I remember when they did the ad that was like, "Bloodstone, need a new gem," and that was the episode that came out.
Yes, okay, I remember that. Oh my god! And then like when the actual episode came out, they're like, the fuck.
Now, that would have been a funny joke if we like were meeting a bunch of gems consistently. So then the joke would be, haha, well you thought we'd be doing what we usually do, but nah, it's just Ronaldo. That probably would have been fun. But we were so deprived of Steven Universe that it's like that was not funny. And like back on the Watermelon Steven episode, first of all, its title was Escapism. And long before the episode, we even got an air date for the episode, they had both shown the title for it and released the demo of the song that was going to play in that episode. And that episode was already kind of like, all that it was saying could apply to almost any character on the show. So everyone was immediately theorizing who's going to sing the song. Oh my god, it's going to be a big diamond. It's going to be lore heavy. It's going to be a lore heavy episode. Everyone get ready for a lore heavy episode.
Oh,
and none of the ads for the whole entire arc showed. What I feel is that if they had a clip of just Watermelon Steven in one of the ads, people would have calmed down because they would have been expecting it. Like, well, Watermelon Steven's going to have to show up at some point. Oh, it was a cute little nice video, but nobody could have anticipated that we were going to see Watermelon Steven. So when we did, everyone reacted the exact same way that Steven did. We just screamed.
See, I would like to think Zach Allison read the script. He's like, fucking really, guys? Come on.
He probably didn't. He thought it, because, like, in the flow of that sequence, it's fine. Even though intense stuff was happening, if you were binging the show and you had that calm episode right there, it'd be fine. Because, like, in terms of, like, how when you're pacing an event like that, you want to have dips, lows, and highs so that the highs are even higher. And what they were doing was that they were going for a dip so that the 44-minute special would be even more hype. Problem here. No one could even have possibly imagined that Escapism would have been a chill episode. Because nothing about the discussion centering that episode said, oh, it'll be a chill little episode. People thought the song was going to be diegetic, and it turned out to just be background music.
Yeah, it was good background music, but I mean, it was still background music. It wasn't an actual episode.
And it was just a little bit depressing. And you could tell, like, the episode's obviously there for a reason. They're setting up something with the whole entire "we need help" thing. I don't know what it's going to lead to, and I don't think it's going to show up in the 44-minute special. At least I don't think it would, because I don't know what they possibly do. But it's there for a reason, and I just wish that, like, the marketing behind I don't even think it'd be in CN's job description. No, it probably is in this job description, but I don't think they're ever going to think about it like that. They're going to look at the shows and think critically about how fans will react depending on how we advertise, unless it cuts into their bottom line. And all they were thinking of is that we want to get hyped for these episodes. So they only showed the very beginning clip with them trapped in the cell, and then a reference to Steven's dream powers, which the last time we saw them was Steven talking to the diamonds. So you would immediately go think, oh, he's probably going to go reach Blue Diamond or Yellow Diamond or White Diamond or someone close by.
The diamonds. In my opinion, they made them even worse than I thought they were.
A word? Explain.
And I think Kaiser Neko kind of stating that like they're kind of like these slave-owning neo-Nazis or whatever the fuck. I'm just like, I mean, it's not really. Blue Diamond seems like the one that's the most level-headed, while Yellow Diamond and White Diamond go fuck themselves.
I
just in the villains.
I actually need to like get caught up. I have been meaning to watch more of it, and I remember you just reminded me, John, that one of my friends just showed me a video, and well, actually, they showed me like two videos, one after the other, and they're just like, you've at least seen like when Steven sees White Diamond, right? I'm like, yes, and they send me this one. It's like, listen to her talking. They're like, doesn't she sound like GLaDOS from Portal? I'm like,
oh my god, is that my goddamn?
Like, and they're just like, I'm just like, kind of. And then like they send me an actual video of like a comparison. I'm just like, oh, okay.
That is literally my video.
Probably.
Wait.
Deadass, it's a video that I posted on Tumblr, Twitter, and YouTube. It was like, I can't believe GLaDOS is the universe or something. I put White Diamond's voice into Melodyne.
Wait, let me look at my history because they just showed me the video. It didn't even show like who it was from. Hold on, I need
Most of the people, there's like 30% of the people that reblogged it on Tumblr were just porn bot accounts.
No, okay. I don't think it's. Wait, no, it's not yours.
I did make a video with that. I remember the video specifically. But I guess anyone else have anything to show? Because I believe we need to wrap this up.
Yeah, we've gone on with this like for a while, but it was fun.
It was a very fun podcast, as usual. Jake, an amazing guest.
Yes.
I hope that I hope Blue and Yellow Diamond suck White Diamond's toes in the special.
Stuck on Yellow and White Diamond's toes in the special? What?
I'm hoping that Blue and Yellow Diamond suck White Diamond's toes.
He's God damn it. I try and promote I try to shill your shit, and then you fucking give me a monster like that.
They're just fucking huge.
Gosh, golly gee. Alright, anything or stuff real quick, and then end
so everything you guys want to sponsor, of course, I will put the YouTubes in the description. Anything else that you guys want to sponsor before we end it off here?
I'll go first. Okay, no, Jake, you go first since you're the guest.
Okay, hold on. Weird. Hello, everybody. My name is Kitten. I do art and drawings and voice acting and comic dubs, and sometimes I do gameplay videos as video game characters from like Deltarune and Undertale. It's really fucking great. You should check it out. It's www.youtube.com/kidsees. Probably not. I don't remember if I have a custom URL. Just look me up on Google.
She needs to come on the podcast one day.
I'll convince her.
Yeah.
I'm the Froyo Bros. I'm both Jesus and Raphael. You can find me at www.youtube.com/user/Froyo Bros.
Wait, John, that's right. We need to ask them when they'd be okay for a podcast episode too.
We have only 800 subscribers. Get us to 1,000, please. But no, I will be working with Jake on a tutorial video, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but if not, just censor it. I'm working on the next Shitverse whenever that's ready. Am I allowed to say that, Jake?
Ooh, I do have an idea for a Shitverse video.
Shitverse is coming soon on Jake's channel. I may or may not be working on it, but we'll see. I'll be collaborating with him. Still collaborating with Daitomodachi and Monkey. But actual content for my channel is coming soon.
Yeah.
I'm having help with the Froyo Bros. And I'm actually paid to do 2 videos, one of them being a review of Castlevania Season 1 and 2, and another being a review of She-Ra, which I am enjoying. She-Ra! Pretty good. I've watched the original. It's fucking trash.
Oh my god, have you seen the Catra?
Catra.
The original.
God damn it, I wanted to talk another hour about how bad Catra is, but we're out of time.
I just want to right before we end her the first line she fucking says.
It's like literally, she's like, watch about Adora.
Okay, no. God damn. Okay. So
What about you? What about you, Silver? What shit do you want to show?
Nothing.
For you. His name's Monkey Jones. He recently got kicked out of YouTube. He now has his own website called monkeyjones.tv. Check him out there. He also has Twitch where he reviews.
I feel like
does
God damn it.
But no. Say your goodbye, Silver, so we can all also say goodbye.
Yeah. So before everyone else glitches out of like weirdness from this Discord call. I don't know why. Like it just got progressively like one of you at random points just started getting like glitchy, and then it just stopped and then came back.
It's gotta be like that.
Yeah. But hopefully it won't be as bad when people are watching. But anyways, though, thank everyone for watching this episode 18 of the Randomizers podcast. Thank you to Cake and Jake for coming in and making this episode possible. It was a very fun one, and I hope everyone has a good night or good day. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Randomizers podcast. So later, everybody.
Stupid bitches. Bye. Bye. Don't tell Bobby I stole his catchphrase. Bye.